So I have everything I need to make fish tacos for my sister Amanda and our friend Nick. And I'm really excited because I found a trick to get Amanda to eat her fish tacos. I'm gonna put a corn salsa on it because Amanda loves corn. And to make the salsa, I start with lime because the trick with lime is it works great with the corn to cut through the sweetness. And you just need a little bit, just half of a lime. And I'm just gonna juice it with a fork, really simple, right into my bowl. There you go, you just squeeze it and use the fork to get all of that juice out. But if you do want to do this ahead of time and measure it, it's about 1.5 tablespoons. And next, I'm gonna add my red onion. And what I like about adding the red onion to the lime juice ahead of time is what it does is it gets all of the bite out of the red onion. The acid in the lime really works to sort of tease that out, so you end up with a very mellow flavor. And it's not very overwhelming, which I really like. I want to keep the salsa balanced. So I'm just gonna add a couple of tablespoons of this. All right, and next I'm gonna add some finely chopped jalapeno. And jalapeno is a spicy pepper and it's pretty spicy. So I don't like adding a ton. I like adding just a pinch, just so there's a little bit of heat. But if you love spice, feel free to add more. I would say though, add a little bit at a time and taste as you go so you don't overdo it and kill the salsa. The reason why I'm adding this ahead of time in the lime juice is the same reason why I added the red onion. It really gets all of that heat kind of pulled out of the pepper so that it fills all the lime juice, so it coats all the corn, the entire salsa as we go. This ensures that you get mellow heat all the way through. On to the star ingredient, the grilled corn. I love the flavor of grilled corn. It's all of that wonderful sort of caramelized flavor right on top. All those burnt bits, that's all flavor. And that roasted quality is so good in a salsa like this. I like to hold this upright, and you just kind of are gonna do it like a square, like around a square, and you try to get it pretty deep in there so you get all the kernels off in one fell swoop. So now I have my corn ready to go. I'm gonna put the cobs to the side. And I'm just gonna scoop this right up and put it in the bowl. There we go. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro because I love cilantro in salsas. I cannot get enough of this stuff. But if you wanna give it a little bit of a different flavor, you can use basil, you can use tarragon, kind of any soft herb, feel free to add it in. Now I'm gonna add a hefty pinch of salt and quite a bit of pepper just to get it really well seasoned. And you want to break up the big pieces of the corn with your fingertips like so, just because no one really needs a big hunk of corn in their fish tacos. So I just want to get all of that lime juice just marinating over everything. And this is one of those salsas that I like to leave in the fridge for a couple of hours because then all the flavors mingle together and you get something really lovely and balanced, and it has more of a cohesive flavor. So time for a taste test just to make sure everything's seasoned properly. I'd say it's right there. So I'm all ready to grill my halibut, and I like to keep this so simple because we just have a beautiful piece of fish here. It's so fresh, so delicious. I don't really want to mess with it too much. So I keep it simple with just some salt, a little bit of pepper, and then olive oil just to make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. And I'm using a grill pan because I love the way that the heat distribution of the grill pan works with the halibut. You end up getting these really tasty grill marks that are just so good. If I could be outside today, I would love to use an outdoor grill, but because we're inside today, the grill pan works totally fine. And while I have it cooking on here, I'm gonna season the other side. Looking grilled fish. So with the halibut and a steak this large, it's about a half-pound steak. I like to cook it for about 5 minutes on each side. It ensures that it's evenly cooked all the way through, but it's not going to be dried out. And with a beautiful fish like this, you do not want to overcook it, so keep a close eye on it. So we're ready to start assembling our tacos. I'm gonna be flaking the halibut just so you get some really nice meaty chunks, nothing too difficult to eat. And the way we do that is really simply just with a fork, and you kind of pick at it like as if you were a kid pushing food around your plate. You can see all of those beautiful fishy flakes coming apart. So we've got our pile of halibut ready to go. And now the fun part, we get to build our tacos. So I have our beautiful warm tortillas right here. And the nice thing about warming them is it means they're really pliable so you don't get any cracks in the middle when you try to build your tacos. I'm just gonna take a small pile and just put it in the center. And now I'm gonna add a nice amount of the salsa. You don't wanna overwhelm any of the flavors. It's all about balance. And I know I love corn and my sister is obsessed with corn, so I'm gonna be a little bit more liberal with the amount of corn salsa. But you just want a good amount. You want a bite of everything as you eat your taco. For some crunch, I'm gonna add a little bit of shredded lettuce. Now I'm gonna add some crumbled cheese, and I like to use cotija cheese, which is a skim milk Mexican cheese that you can usually find in the refrigerated dairy section of your supermarket. And if you can't find cotija, anything like feta or just any cheese that sort of readily crumbles is totally fine. And now for the crowning glory, crema, which is just a Mexican version of thinned out sour cream. And the crema just adds this lovely richness and moistness that is so good. It's like adding mayo to a sandwich.
Well, I'm ready to dig in. Okay, let's do it. Let me know what you guys think.
So good.
For real? Okay.
It's really bright. Like I love the taste of the corn. Mixes really well with the halibut.
So you would actually eat this again?
It's not fishy at all, is it? No.
No.
I tried to choose a fish that it could stand up to all the flavors you would normally find in a taco. So heat, cilantro, the acid and lime.
It just tastes like all the flavors mix really well together.
When you get kind of nervous about eating cooked fish and you think of like, oh God, it's the smell, it's the texture,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. This is
this is great.
fantastic.
Changed my mind.
Yay.